Mortal Kombat 11 has a storied history on the Nintendo Switch, and I first played it back in 2019 when it first released. The netcode was not the greatest though, so I dropped it after a couple hundred hours, and I did not pick it back up again until after Mortal Kombat 1 was already out. I still think MK1 excels in the basics of fighting games better than MK11, but Mortal Kombat 11 does everything else much better. So in today's video, we're going up against a bunch of different opponents, and at some point in the video, I'm gonna run a montage of some intense matches where maybe I won and maybe I lost. So the format is gonna be a little bit different from what I usually do, and that's so I can squeeze more matches into my videos without making them too long. So let me know down in the comments below what you think about this new format. But before we get into it, YouTube has been making a lot of weird changes to the algorithm, and what that has done is it's made it so that a lot of smaller channels like mine get buried and don't get pushed out like they used to. And even big channels like Linus Tech Tips have been affected by it. There's a bunch of creators all over Reddit and YouTube talking about this issue, but the way that you can help if you do enjoy my content is just by hitting the like button and subscribing to the channel. Alright, that's it. Let's get to the matches. So I re-downloaded Mortal Kombat 11 on my Nintendo Switch 2, and the first opponent that I ran into was this Joker player. Or at least I thought it was the Joker because of the suit, but it was actually Johnny Cage. I've only fought a handful of Johnny Cage players in MK11 since anytime I do manage to find one, I kind of just have to wait and see what he's gonna do. But for the first match of this set, I ended up taking it with a pretty cool command grab leading into a brutality. My opponent decided to switch to Erron Black, and that's a character that I always have a lot of trouble with because he basically has full screen 50-50s. So I'm gonna let this match play out because I can show you how to deal with some of Erron Black's tricks. That's one thing I always had trouble with, was his overhead full screen drop kick where he runs at you. I used to think you just had to take it and block it, but you can actually punish it with a micro duck, like you see me do here. The next guy I ran into apparently never heard of a block button. At one point in the match, I didn't even fight back and I just blocked, kinda to let him know that, you know, hey, there's a block button. If you don't want me to hit you, just push that a few times. Anyway, I'm guessing he's a new player, so I'm not attacking him. It's just a little bit of advice if he happens to see this video. Sub-Zero in Mortal Kombat 11 is the bane of my existence, especially the variation that can overhead slide mix. That's some of the most annoying in this game. Like 90% of the time when I lose to Sub-Zero in Mortal Kombat 11, it's because they spam that nonsense over and over and over again. So it was with great happiness that I destroyed this player, and at the end, I gave him a proper farewell. Next dude would have been a great match if it weren't for the fact that the connection was over 200 ping and going in slow motion the entire time. He was a Liu Kang player too, and I don't run into a lot of them on the Switch, so it's always cool when I do. However, I could tell the guy was a really good player, but I couldn't stand that connection, so I ended up leaving after I lost the first match. But there were a couple cool moments, like...
what do I do?
So now let's get into a montage of a couple crazy sets I had against really good players in Mortal Kombat 11 for the Nintendo Switch 2, and after that, we're gonna do a match where I commentated.
It scars my skin. Ooh, yeah. Let the battle begin. Fists of rage. My heart's unkind. Dragons roar, echoes in my mind. Flames rise, they never fade. A warrior forged, not born, but made. Liu Kang, Liu Kang. clouds the air, it chokes my breath. Ooh, yeah. I dance with death. Memories linger, sharp like steel. Anger's the only thing I feel. Flames rise, they light my way. A broken soul, but I won't stray. Liu Kang, you hear my cry. I'll fight, I'll burn, I'll never die. Liu Kang, feel my pain. From ashes I rise to fire and rain. Liu Kang, you hear my cry. I'll fight, I'll burn, I'll never die. Liu Kang, feel my pain. From ashes I rise to fire and rain. Liu Kang, you hear my cry. I'll fight, I'll burn, I'll never die. Liu Kang, feel my pain. From ashes I rise to fire and rain. Liu Kang, you hear my cry.
All right, let's see how this third match goes. I won the first one. He won the. Wait, no, I think he won the first one and I won the second one. So this is gonna be the last match of this set. This Geras might actually be the best Geras that I've played on the Switch version, at least. Jesus, dude, I don't play this game enough. Like, I wish I had the time to play more. Well, wow, dude, he literally just speedrun me. I'm just throwing everything at the wall and seeing what sticks. Not much is sticking this match. Somehow I managed to win the second one, but wow. What the hell? Did he intend to do that? Oh my god. I feel like that should have traded at least. Instead of just, whoa. Okay, we might have a comeback here, maybe. Damn it. Man, my dude is patient as hell. Nice, nice. I wouldn't put it past me to ruin this. There we go. We managed to make that hell of a comeback right there, dude. Think faster, Geras. Ah, my dumb ass. I tried to anti-air. I always do that. And I always get punished for it. Of course, my dude is going to take the crushing blow. All that extra damage. Nice. All right, so we put him back in the corner. Oh, dude. That was a good read right there. That was a good read. Oh, come on. Did I really just let it go like that? My God. By the way, that was not a rage quit.
Sure, Jan.
That was not a rage quit. I just don't want to sit through all the loading.
Lame excuse. But isn't it crazy? The lame excuse is lame.
GG's to all my opponents and the final boss there. I was not able to get the win this time. He was a really good Geras player, so I gotta give it up. Let me know down below what you guys thought of the matches and what you think of this new format. Instead of just doing commentary like I used to, I'm gonna be adding in a whole bunch of different matches, even the ones where I don't commentate, and with those, I'll just add a little bit of backstory, or what I was thinking when I was playing the match, or just my thoughts on the character that my opponent was using. And by the way, the song is about Liu Kang. If you'd like to have it, I'll be adding a way that you can purchase it if you would like to. Lastly, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe. The new changes to YouTube are hitting pretty hard, so whatever help you can give, that'd be appreciated. A lot of things are changing because of AI, and tons of content creators are really feeling the burn. And double lastly, we have only 9 days before the release of Mortal Kombat The Legacy Collection, and you already know I'm going to be covering the Switch and Switch 2 versions on this channel, so stay tuned. That's going to be it for this video. I'm SwitchPlayed, done.